Good morning, I'm Amanda Mason. Thanks for tuning in for Big 2 First News at 11. This morning, Odessa High School students are going back to school without one of their classmates. Odessa High School students released balloons and wore yellow in honor of their fallen classmate, Layla Hernandez, a 15-year-old sophomore who was shot and killed in this weekend's mass shooting. All ECISD students were encouraged to wear yellow today in honor of Layla, and UTPB STEM Academy students showed their support as UTPB basketball team greeted them back to school this morning as they wore yellow. Crosses, also new at 11, 7 white crosses are on display near the corner of 2nd Street and Sam Houston, each representing one of the victims killed in last week's shooting. The crosses came from Xana's Crosses for Losses. Similar crosses have been presented at other mass shootings, including Dayton and El Paso. The victims' names, where they died, are all written on them, and markers have been left with these crosses. Visitors have already started writing them from where they've traveled from and also Bible scriptures. And 3 preschool-aged children from Rio Grande Valley are saved after Border Patrol arrested their kidnapper at Presidio's port of entry. 21-year-old Destiny Tinoco, also known as Destiny Galvan, was entering the U.S. with her children while processing the group. The officers found the woman was wanted in Harlingen on 3 counts of kidnapping. According to the report filed by Child Protective Services, Destiny is the kid's biological mother, but they were in CPS custody when she took off with them without authorization. She was arrested without incident, and the 4-year-old girl and 2 one-year-old boys were returned to CPS custody. And we have more details released about the shooters in the hour leading up to the horrific tragedy. Big 2's Jian Kim has the details.
Odessa Police Department's Chief Michael Gerke taking the podium at Monday's press conference. The audience hoping for some long-awaited answers.
The 9+ years that I've been a police officer here with the Odessa Police Department, this is by far the worst thing I've ever experienced.
According to the Odessa Police, the suspect was a trucker for an oil field-related company. About an hour before the rampage, he was fired from his job.
All I know about that issue is that they felt he no longer needed to be employed with them.
Officers stating the business and the suspect both called the 911 and FBI tip line.
They called on each other, basically, to report that they were having a disagreement. And then he left that employer before we arrived.
While Gerke stated there was a disagreement between the 2 parties, he believes there was no physical altercation. Fast forward an hour, the suspect was stopped for a traffic violation. Officers say the suspect shot the trooper through his back window.
There were several moments when we did not know where he was at. And that was one of the things that led to the length of the incident.
But as you know, the entire incident lasted about an hour, so it was complete chaos.
The USPS mail truck is now pinpointed to have been hijacked at 38th and Walnut. The suspect would then head to Synergy, where he later died after a police shootout.
I will say there were multiple officers there from multiple different agencies, and that it did last a short time.
And the answer everyone is still searching for, the motive.
The only way we would ever positively know motive is if we could speak with him, and obviously we can't.
I'm Jian Kim, Big 2 News.
Chief Michael Gerke also says that local law enforcement officers are working to share the same radio scanners for better communication in the future. For more information or to watch the full press conference, you can visit our website at yourbasin.com or download the Your Basin app. And we have a status update from Midland police officer Zach Owens, who was shot this Saturday. Chief of Police Seth Herman released a statement in part, quote, saying Zach's condition is stable, but the extensive nature of his injuries will continue to require surgeries in order to repair damage. Doctors are currently focusing on his arm and hand, awaiting improvement in his condition before tackling his eye. Zach is in good spirits and expressed his desire to return to work as soon as possible. And officers have been working around the clock to sort through all of the evidence and clear each crime scene from the weekend's mass shooting. We were at Synergy yesterday to see how the investigation was progressing. And as you can see, multiple agencies assisting in the most recent crime scenes, but most of them have been cleared at this point. We are able to speak to an employee from the theater who was working at the time of the shooting.
When it happened, I was in the bathroom and there was two little girls